And I regret that I have such a small image to show you, but the next poem I'd like to read was in a form invented by this guy, this 12th century hipster named Arnout Daniel, who was a troubadour and wrote in Occitan, which was a precursor of modern French. And what it does is take 6 words and obsessively uses them over and over again. You'll hear them a lot. But in each time, they're in a different order. So there are 6 stanzas where the words appear in their different order, and then a little summary at the end where they once again appear in a different order. All right, and I'll explain one other thing about this. There's a word called the gnomon, which is the figure 8 shape that the sun makes during the year over a point on Earth as Earth wobbles. And the Ancient of Days is one of Blake's immortals, and his appearances in the poem is explained by his name. He's the famous guy who's leaning like this and holding a big, bright square of sunlight to mark out the day. It's called Buying a Blake Calendar. I buy it for another year, a folded paper raft of hope, to ride to freedom on Friday, and dances in the local square. With bills I tender to the river of the Till, to show I am not lost. But I must already be lost if a press release about my year is what I bottle for the river of time, telling how I caught hope's brass rings by towing to the square edge prophecy of each Friday. So on end of business Friday, I'll be as godless and as lost as now, one uncovenanted square, slouching out the Mobius year with what 7 gods give of hope to one sinking in the river. But then, nothing keeps the river from growing new trees on Friday, to show I cannot erase hope, or keep a day from getting lost among the folds of the paper year that never fits inside its square. The Ancient of Days holds a square of gold rays that free the river to run its living course in year, and promise me every Friday, since the gnomon never gets lost, walking its figure 8s of hope. 52 rows may channel hope, and pencils circle each square, in acts of counting what is lost and found flowing in the river to be forgotten by Friday and give life to another year. Papers get lost, but the river floods the local square on Friday with mud and hope for another year.